Hey guys, so now I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime to basically color correct under my eyes, around my mouth, and anywhere that I have hyperpigmentation. Now I'm going to be using two of my favorite foundations. So I'm using the MAC Face and Body Foundation in C7, which is a little bit too light for my complexion, just a tad bit. I like to mix this with other foundations to thin out the foundation. So the foundation that I'm going to be using along with it is the Black Radiance Oil-Free Foundation. And I really like this foundation. It's really light on the skin, very pigmented. It's great for the summer, and it's definitely one of my holy grail foundations. The thing with this foundation that I noticed though, it kind of applies a little blotchy. So I'm gonna let the clip run, but I had to go back and kind of just use the foundation and spread it evenly on the areas where I felt were blotchy. Now I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Radiant Concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. The only thing about it, I don't know, I feel like this color, this shade is a little bit on the yellow side, and I should have gotten one that was more so on the golden side, but this worked pretty well when I applied my powders and everything, but I really had to blend it out so it wouldn't just look too yellow on my skin. But overall, it worked well. I did notice that the foundation came off a little red on camera. It's not as red as it looks on camera, but that's okay. You can always correct any type of shade that you have, as long as it's not too off the spectrum with powders and whatnot. So I'm just gonna put this under my eyes, around my mouth, and I am gonna use a little bit on my forehead, just basically the high points to highlight and to add some depth to my face. So this Too Faced powder is in medium. I love this powder. It's really nice, really buttery, really finely milled. It doesn't dry out my face. That's the thing. I have dry skin, so it's hard for me to use a lot of setting powders, but this is awesome. So I'm just using this with a Real Techniques brush, and I'm just using a little bit to lightly dust under my eyes, around my mouth, and my forehead. So I'm on the hunt for a really good bronzer. The bronzer that I'm using in this video is the Ruby Kisses Mocha Foundation Powder, but I use it as a bronzer, but it tends to kind of pull a little muddy on my face, just a little bit, nothing too crazy, but I really like this bronzer. It's affordable, and it's nice. It gets the job done. But I am on the hunt for brown girl friendly bronzers. So if you guys know of any, company, just put it down below, or any suggestions. I want to try it. So I'm just bronzing my face and I'm not necessarily contouring. I just really want to warm up my face. I'm going around my cheekbones, around my temples to warm up that area. And I feel like this is one of the steps that kind of takes a while because you never just want to apply the bronzer, or if you're contouring heavily, you want to go slowly and just build up on the shade, because if you just do too much too soon, you're really gonna mess up your makeup. So now for some extra, brightening, and to get kind of like that soft, I don't know how to say it, like that soft blurring effect, I love the Sephora contour palette. I think that's what it's called, but I'll put everything down in the description below. This is really nice. It's not so pigmented to where you'll have a white cast. It's just decent, and there's 6 different shades, and I'm using the middle one at the top. Okay guys, so here is my favorite part. Okay, what would a girl do without some bomb brows? I'm using the Anatasia Brow Wiz in the color dark brown, and I adjusted my brows so they look kind of fleeky. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to fill in my brows lightly, nothing too extreme, and then I'm going to go in and basically carve out the brow with the same concealer that I use under my eye. So I'm setting my brows with the Anastasia Brow Gel. This is the best gel that I've ever used for my brows. Benefits gel is really good too, but I particularly like this one because it comes in 2 sizes. I'm using the travel size. And at this point, I realized that I wasn't recording half of what I was doing, but it's nothing too crazy, very simple. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using is by Raine, and I'm only using 2 shades. I put the shades at the bottom. So for this look, since it's really natural, I'm just pretty much kind of contouring my eyes. I'm using a darker color at the outer V, and then a lighter color in the inner area on the lid, closer to the tear duct. That's really it. Just basically carving out the eyes and adding depth to your face. took the Urban Decay eyeliner in black and I lightly smoldered the color across my lid and my waterline. That's it. So this is just the finished look. You know, I threw in this little slow-mo hair shot. I was trying to get more footage, but I just could not fit it into iMovie, which is weird, but I'll do a whole video on the hair that I'm wearing and how I like it. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Please rate, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.